Today's reading invites slowing down, releasing excess weight, and choosing balance over overwhelm. Namaste reminds us to acknowledge all parts of ourselves. Self-compassion calls for gentleness with the inner critic. Hecate lights the threshold into the new year with a moment of Zen from the Buddha and Shakespeare. I totally slurped that. Namaste, my witchlings. Welcome, welcome, welcome one and all to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care. This is where magic meets mindfulness, and we take just a moment out of our day to honor the day, listen to the cards, and tend to ourselves along the way. So whether you're returning or joining us for the very first time, I am so incredibly glad you're here. Hey, hi, hello, and welcome. I am Di, your yoga witch and guide, and this is your daily pause for reflection, insight, and care. So, go grab your favorite crystal. I have a unicorn amethyst. Light a candle or some incense. Settle in with your coffee, tea, cocoa, or whatever brew fills your mug today. And let's step into today's wisdom and self-care together. And now, if this space resonates, please do us all a favor and don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing because it helps our witchling community grow. Speaking of growing our community, hey guys, you can now join us as a Witchling member. Your membership helps me keep creating all of the magic we do here every day, and it lets us stay connected in deeper and more meaningful ways. So if you feel so called to support the channel and you can afford it, and maybe you want to step in a little closer to the coven, tap that join button and come on in. What are we doing? What are we doing? We are now talking it's candle time. We have a birthday. We have a birthday. Yes. Oh, John, you are so very welcome. It's been a rough year for a bunch of us. There we go. Yeah, nobody, not. The usual suspects have not shown up yet. That's what I'm looking for. I was seeing the freaking... I was seeing the lineup in the movie that is usually used to advertise the usual suspects, but could not come up with the words. I am doing fantabulous. Oh. Yes, wordy McWording is not wording for me today. So let's play... Nope. I used my nebulizer first thing today, and that always jacks my brain up a fair amount. All right, you guys. I should trim that. Give me a sec. Yes, it is, but it'll last through stream. But you know what? Yeah. Ow. I just totally punched my bookshelf. We're doing stellar. All right. I am so very grateful it's the end of the year right now. There we go. Stab. Ha ha ha. Stabbity, stabbity. Oh yeah! We are 99% convinced and certain that we have hit our watch hours for full monetization. We will confirm this, I think, on my birthday at the latest. Yeah, it'll be official in like 5 days, and I'm so freaking excited about that one. Da-ta-ta, there we go. Yeah, if we did not hit it yesterday, we will be hitting it today. I'm so happy. All right, we have a birthday. We have a birthday. We have a candle. Our witchling Hazel is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday, Hazel. May the weather be less gloomy and the hiking views glorious, my friend. We're also lighting our candle. Whoops. There we go. I am reminding everyone we do birthdays a day early. That way the man behind the curtain has time to edit the clips so I can send them out. We are also lighting our candle for all of our witchlings and their loved ones who are dealing with some tough situations right now. As I light this flame, may it shine as a beacon of hope for those finding their way through the dark. We also hold this light in remembrance and solidarity with survivors and victims of gun and domestic violence, keeping them gently and respectfully in our circle. And today we also hold light for our fellow spoonies, for bodies that move through pain, fatigue, and serious unpredictability, and for those hearts that keep showing up anyway. May this new year meet us with softness, patience, and care that does not need to be earned. And with the lighting of our candle, our circle is now closed, and we extend our invitation to the ancestors to join us here today. That goes there. Ha ha. Okay. He's telling me the number of videos he chops up out of our daily lives and shares every day. It's kind of impressive. Love you, Hazel. All right, my witchlings, let's go take a look at what holidays and observances are showing up for us today. All right, witchlings. Tell me, my friends, my loved ones, how are you planning to honor today's holidays in your magic? Let me know in the comments because I really, really, really love seeing how each one of you brings these quirky little celebrations to life in your own unique ways. Oh, we were. Oops. Sheesh. I'll fix that. All right, we have a bunch of holidays today, which I guess kind of makes up for the lack of holidays yesterday. So here we go. Today's holidays are Hogmanay. Hogmanay is the ancient Scottish honoring of the year's threshold, the sacred pause between what has been and what is becoming. It's a night for clearing, blessing, and setting intentions that feel true, not forced. Whether you mark it with candlelight, music, or quiet gratitude, this is a moment to release the old year with respect and step forward unburdened. Next, it is Make Up Your Mind Day. This isn't about rushing decisions, it's about clarity. Make Up Your Mind Day invites us to stop circling the same questions over and over and over and gently choose a direction, even if it's temporary. Choosing brings momentum. Indecision drains energy. Today favors conscious commitment over perfection. Next, we have Universal Hour of Peace Day. At any moment today, you are invited to pause and consciously contribute peace to the collective field. This can be as simple as a breath, a prayer, or a kind thought. Peace doesn't require performance, just presence. One grounded human shifts more than we realize. Excuse me. And along with that, it is World Peace Meditation Day. This day reminds us that meditation is not an escape, it is an act of service. When we calm our own nervous systems, we reduce harm in the world. Even a few minutes of stillness sends ripples outward. Inner peace is activism. It is No Interruptions Day. Here's a radical invitation. Let yourself finish a thought, a breath, a sentence, or a feeling. No Interruptions Day honors deep focus and respectful listening, both to others and to yourself. Boundaries are a form of care, not exclusion. Last but very much not least, it is One Voice Day. One Voice Day affirms that collective change begins with individual truth. Your voice matters not because it's loud, but because it's honest. Whether spoken, written, sung, or held in silence, your voice is part of the greater harmony. And that's our holidays. That goes for you too, John. I knew he was going to say something. You are very, very welcome, Hazel. Yeah, I know, Liz. I was talking to you while I was doing a lot of this today, so who the fluff knows how much of it decided to scream at you. Guess we'll find out, won't we? Okay. I know. Yeah, my computer's been doing that. Yeah, I don't know what's been going on, but Facebook has been doing that, Discord's been doing that, and at least one other that I use regularly has been doing that. I think I just need to frickin'... Yeah, I do. Okay, sorry. Discussing the fact that my Windows is not behaving the way it normally does. Some of the windows open are not behaving properly. All right, my loves. How are you guys all doing today? Hazel, do you have any plans for your birthday? I might have plans for mine. Yes. John says Windows, and I added an R to the end of it, and I'm like, ooh, a Windowser. Yes! I want a bulldozer for computer. Anyway, come on, Di. Back on track. Linux, yeah. But I'm just envisioning a freaking bulldozer just running over computers. I don't know. Yay! That sounds fun. Will's going to be in Eugene in a couple of weeks. Oh no, Portland. Anyway. Both. This braid has a kink in it. See, I'm kinky. There we go. Fixed it. There we go. Good on you, John. Grabbing mouse and moving. Yeah. Holy sheepskin! Did the frickin' nebulizer do a number on me today? All right, here we go. Moving right along. Y'all are just going to get to watch me sit here and dance to the music in my head every now and again. It's kind of loud today. Meow, 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 meow. She is really close to the surface today, apparently. I know. All right. Moving right along, my friends. Hey, witchlings. Y'all get to watch... We're doing good. This is very true. They are very much legal and prescribed, as a matter of fact. It's either albuterol or I can't remember the B. And of course, I look at the wrong side. It is ipratropium bromide and albuterol sulfate. Very much legal. I'm doing the roids. God. I've lost my shit today. Please don't mind me. We're having fun at the end of the year this time. Yes, the original vape. Oh, and this is why I say I do not put on airs when I go in front of the camera. Because I can't. Because I end up like this half the time. And there is no covering this shit. I am a good actress, but I cannot act over this. My body hates me. Of all the things to suck at, I suck at breathing. What? What? Oh, yeah. I hear the voice of God, I swear. How am I not being respectful of myself by saying that my body hates me? It is actively trying to kill itself. I do, because it hates me. That is true, Liz. We are all dying. Some of us just more quickly and painfully than others. Ooh. Alaska's on my side of the country right now. Okay, moving right along, my darlings. Yeah, well, life goes on. I'm just gonna run with it, y'all. All right, moving on to our fantabulously wonderful oracle cards today. I'm going to. All right, y'all. It is time to move on to our fantabulous and wonderful oracle cards today. All right. Take a quick listen to this and let me know what y'all think. All right, here we go. We have You Love Me. Next, Sacrifices Must Be Made. And finally, well, there are regrets. Now, you love me, and I still hold that truth close. Still, for this relationship to truly grow, sacrifices must be made, and that realization feels rather heavy. I hesitate, caught between hope and fear, worried that if I take this step, I may look back and find myself whispering, there are regrets. That, my loves, is our oracle. Yep. There will be sacrifices, but there are regrets. I demand a sacrifice. Hey, I am in a very goofy, derpy mood today, so now it is time for us to read the tarot cards. Moving too fast can turn pressure into overwhelm, so slow down, reassess what you're carrying, and notice where stress is already showing up. Not every burden is yours to hold, and clarity comes when you pause before pushing forwards. Stick around and find out more. We are starting with the Nine of Rods reversed. This is a risk of running headlong into a situation or project, impetuosity, and you need to think twice before acting. Following that is The Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords indicates trouble in health, wealth, or emotional happiness, a tendency to make matters worse than they actually are. And then last but not least, we have the Ten of Rods, which says you are in danger of taking on more than you can handle. And what do these say today? Well, they say the Nine of Rods reversed warns that you may be charging ahead into a new project or situation without fully pausing to assess the risks, urging you to slow the fluff down and look before you leap. The Eight of Swords shows that the fallout from this haste is already emerging, creating strain around your health, finances, or even emotional well-being, though you may be amplifying the severity in your own mind. The Ten of Rods reinforces this message, cautioning you that you are close to burdening yourself with more responsibility than you can realistically carry. That's our tarot cards. And now, my witchlings, let's bring the Oracle and Tarot together into one clear message, a single stream of guidance flowing through each and every card. Drop me a comment and share what resonates with you. All right. You love me, and that truth is not in question, yet the path forward asks us for some difficult choices. The Nine of Rods reversed shows a rush to keep things moving, pushing ahead without fully considering the cost. For this relationship to strive, Nebulizer hits again. For this relationship to survive, sacrifices must be made, but fear lingers that those sacrifices may lead to there are regrets. The Eight of Swords reveals how this tension is already taking a toll, stirring anxiety around emotional well-being and stability while magnifying worries beyond their true size. The Ten of Rods closes the story with a warning. Taking on too much too quickly can turn love into a burden unless boundaries and balance are restored. That's our reading today. Let me know what you guys think. Hooba. And now, our affirmation. I move forward with clarity and care, honoring my limits and my needs. I release the urge to carry what is not mine, trusting that balanced choices support my well-being and allow love to grow in healthy ways. That's our affirmation. Oh, shit. Oops. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting this worked out. Shoes. All right. Good Lord. I don't know if I got the hiccups or the erps or what. I don't think Andrea is here yet, Mimi, but thank you. How are you doing today? All right. I am actually in a fairly good mood. Bueller. Anyway, I am in a fairly good mood today, other than, my lungs not wanting to behave properly. I'm sitting here bopping to the music in my head, a little worse than usual, and I am derpy AF because I used my Nebby this morning, so please be kind to me. Looking forward to tomorrow night. It's going to be an interesting day. Ooh, good luck with that, John. I hear you, Mimi. I totally hear you. I think the man behind the curtain will agree with me on this one that, if we spent that as much time at his parents' place as you have at your dad's, we would be in the same position. Love my in-laws, don't get me wrong, but I cannot live with them for that long. We tried. We bubbled with them during lockdown. Hey, the little bit of a wheeze is finally going away. It's still funky looking. I'm just going to have to re-braid. Whoopsie. I'm still kinky. Ain't never going to change that, but that's besides the point. Still fighting with my elbow. You're good, John. We get you. Your safety, health, and well-being, physical and mental, is important. I hear you, honey. Fuck it. I'm not going to bother stopping myself if I start bopping a little bit too much. I apologize if I'm annoying. The nebulizer is worse than caffeine about giving me the zippies. I'm jazzed. Yeah, I'm jittery and I'm trying to work it out. I'm getting the wiggles out. I am not an Australian kids band. Yay! Good. Okay. All right, do we want to look at our self-care cards for today? Great, now I got fruit salad. Fruit salad? Yummy, yummy. I hear ya. Yeah. As he's pointing out, just about the time you are finally settled in and being like, okay, I'm okay, I don't have to go home yet, then you'll be then your flight home will be like that day or the next day. That sounds good, Liz. Oh man. We are fruit salad, just saying. I know I'm fruity as fuck. I'm a Fruit Loop. I have done the divination. I can take this off for now. Right. All right, here we go. Do what? Yep. Same. All right. Namaste. Namaste. We can have fun. Okay, I gotta take the glasses off to see the card, though. Nope. Namaste says, water your body. This exercise is about acknowledging all the parts of your body. Take a moment and relax into all the parts of your body. What does your face feel like? How do your toes feel? What about your belly button? Search and seek out all the messages that all the parts of your body have to tell you. Doing this exercise is like watering a garden. Each part of the garden needs to be acknowledged and nourished. Allowing all the parts of your body to tell you how they feel is a way you can acknowledge and nourish your body, one part at a time. Great, now I've got Frankenstein's monster in my head. Well, you broke your finger. He said, but everything, it hurts everywhere I touch. You broke your finger. It's time for self-compassion. Self-compassion asks us to have compassion for the inner critic. Pay attention to that self-critical voice within you and all of us. Try saying, I know you criticize me because you are suffering. I want to care for you. Send yourself compassion. It's true. That's like befriending the voice in your head. Same concept. Same similar. Wow. Squishy. Maybe. Oh my God. Now I've got, I can't get fruit salad out of my head. And it's just the fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. That is the only part that is singing in my head. Hello, new people. Hello, hello, hello. I'm not normally quite this crazy. Well, okay, never mind. I can't say that. I am a batshit crazy witch. Y'all are just gonna see what it's like in here. Well, see, your kids are young enough to still be watching the Wiggles, though. Mine aren't. My grands are, so hey, maybe that'll be my excuse. I'm going to introduce my grandkids to the Wiggles. Oh dear Lord. We did. Yeah, we ended up watching them. I don't remember how we ended up watching them. I think they were on the Disney Channel for a long time. And my kids liked them because, I mean, hey, we're all musical. The Wiggles were actually my kids' first concert. I won tickets from the radio station, ironically, as the Munchkin and I were headed to go see the incubator in the hospital post-mastectomy. And yeah. They had a trivia question, and it's like, this number of this are sent every day. And I had literally just that morning read exactly that little bit of trivia. So it was fresh in my mind, and I called, and I had the right answer. It was emails. It was like 100,000 of these are sent a day or some shit. I called. I had the right answer. The concert was like 2 days later. And we got to the hospital, and we got to my mom's room, and I'm like, we got to go to Seattle like now because I just won concert tickets. And she's like, to what? And I said, the Wiggles. And she's like, go get your tickets. The kids are going to love it. Roger that. See you later, Mom. Glad to see you're still alive. But yeah, that makes sense. I forget you didn't have cable. Very true, John. All right. Let's make some money here, my friends. All right. Step into DieTheYogaWitch.shop, where magic meets movement and everyday rituals get an upgrade. Browse my handmade intention-infused jewelry, and then snuggle up with Die the Yoga Witch mugs, yoga mats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, dog clothes, and so much more. Treat yourself, bless a friend, maybe you're familiar, and bring a little witchy sparkle into your daily life. Again, that address is DieTheYogaWitch.shop. And now, if you're enjoying this podcast and would like to step a little deeper into the coven, just consider clicking on that join button and becoming a member of this channel. There are some amazing perks for all of my witchlings, with levels starting at just $1 a month. Also, a reminder that you can help this channel for free by subscribing and sharing this video with a friend. I appreciate every single one of you and your support. Thank you so very much for tuning in. All right, back to the show. After these messages, we'll be right back. Anyway, I should have done that just before we went into it, but hey. Ooh, I do need to, I will see if I can add altar cloths. Yes, I'm cheating. If I can't get one up on the shop, I do have a couple that I can recommend to you that are not expensive. Ooh, that's something I need to do. I need to make myself a note. I love this notebook and the fact that I keep making notes in it. That's not the notebook I want. All right, and ooga chaka. I can't fight this feeling. Anyway, deep inside of me. List of witchy links, shops, people, etc. Haha, there we go. That might get it. Sounds. I appreciate that, John. We are both very, very grateful that you are sharing our link. This place. I am loving being able to do this, I tell you. I have debated, the Spawn and I have talked about me going back to work at like Tort or some shit. And I don't think I could do it now. Excuse me. Because this takes up so much of my time, and I love doing this. And I know we're going to flounder and we're going to struggle for a while until we really find our footing. But I have a suspicion that something is going to click somewhere and we are just going to blow the fluff up very soon. And while that thought terrifies me, at the same time, I am super excited about it. So I don't know. I'm weird. I hate being the center of attention. I hate being the center of attention, but yet the times when I feel the happiest and the most myself are when I'm the center of attention. Please explain this to me. I don't know how to describe it other than that. All right. I have been doing some shadow work and some other work for on myself recently, and yeah, that's one that I discovered. I am not. Maybe it's that I'm not comfortable being the center of attention when somebody else shoves me into being the center of attention. But if I'm doing it by choice, such as when I'm performing on stage with my music or something like that, or even doing this, I don't know. All right, moving on. Oh, he will. Hey, Will. Yes. Yes. See, you and yeah. You have to be that. You have to do that when you're doing your job. But you and the Spawn, you guys have the charisma to be able to do that shit. I never thought I did, but that again. Yeah, I inadvertently draw attention to myself, and the harder I'm trying to blend into the background, the more I stand out. But, I am also realizing that part of the reason I don't like being the center of attention stems from my childhood. So, gee, I have something new to talk to my therapist about. I'll be texting her later. All right, you guys, shall we move on to the Sanskrit bit? Let's go see the Sanskrit bit. Do. Somebody please put me out of your misery. I am losing what's left of my mind, although I question how much was left in the first place. Hi, Mike! I am horrible. And this is why a number of my friends got the Facebook reel sent to them from me the other day. Which B word? B word. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Not loving it. Anyway. Is the delay that long? Sorry. At least I'm cute. Oh, I am so sorry, Mimi. I know that feeling. Thank you, Mike. All right, let's move on to the Sanskrit bit since he was nice enough to put the banner up just before I really lost my shit. No, I don't think I ever had it to lose. That's the thing. All right, my friends, it is time for the Sanskrit bit. Today, my friends, let this mantra guide how you move rather than what you accomplish. New Year's Eve already carries threshold energy, and this mantra asks only that we meet it with presence. Before the evening gains momentum, pause for one conscious breath, a hand to the heart, a moment of arrival. Let care shape your celebration. Pace yourself, honor boundaries, listen more than you perform, and choose joy that is sustainable. Peace doesn't require solemnity. Peace doesn't require you to be solemn or a spectacle. It lives in how we include, how we soften, and how we notice when rest is desperately needed. As midnight arrives, resist the urge to resolve everything. Instead of resolutions, hold a single intention. How can I move through the coming year in ways that reduce harm and widen ease? Let the answer unfold slowly. Whether spoken aloud or lived quietly, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu reminds us that freedom is found not in urgency but in alignment, and that peace entered gently has the best chance of lasting. That's our Sanskrit bit. Ooh. It's moved on to ABBA in my head now. We're doing better. Making progress. Hold on, I'm trying to get the... I know the intro to the song, but I'm not positive which song it is. I'm not sure if it's Mamma Mia or Dancing Queen. No, I'm pretty sure it's Mamma Mia. No, it's not Dancing Queen. The beat's too slow. I don't know. I like both songs. We're arguing over whether it's Dancing Queen or Mamma Mia. He likes Dancing Queen. I'm pretty sure I'm hearing Mamma Mia. Either way, I'm not complaining. All right, my friends. It is time for us to honor the goddess of the day, a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us. All right. Who is today's goddess? Hecate! Woo, woo, woo. I like Hecate. Hecate is the Greco-Roman goddess of the moon, magic, and beginnings, honored at crossroads where worlds meet and choices are made. Bearing her torch, she lights the passage as the old year departs and the new one enters, opening paths of opportunity and clarity. Sacred to witches, her symbols include the serpent, dog or horse, silver, myrrh, and moonstone, each reflecting her lunar power and role as guide through liminal spaces. On this New Year's Eve, pause to acknowledge your growth and thank Hecate for guiding you when the way felt unclear. Speaking her name today is said to banish lingering ghosts of the past, freeing you to step forward unburdened. To honor her, wear white or silver, light a white candle, and bless a moonstone with these words. Hecate, fill this silver stone, keep your magic with me where'er I roam. Carry it as a reminder that her light walks with you into the new year ahead. Happy New Year! That's our goddess. I know. Told you James would make it. Hey, James. Boop, boop, boop. I am goofy as fuck today. Dancing Mamma Mia. I like it. We're doing pretty good, James. I'm a little more off my rocker than usual because my asthma's flared and I used my nebulizer this morning, but you know, at least I'm entertaining. It is time. Soon. Oh. I have a question for everybody, and we'll get back to this in chillin', but do you guys have any New Year's Eve rituals that you do? Go get some sleep, John. We will see you tomorrow. Hugs. Sleep well. Sleep sweet. Dream deep, my friend. Surviving. That's kind of cool. Oh, uh-oh. I hope they leave voicemail. The VA is calling. That makes sense. 12 grapes, one for each month. I've heard that one before. Yep. I have an interesting ritual, and I don't know when exactly I started it. Yeah, we'll talk about it during Chillin' with the Witchlings, but I have one that I definitely try to do every year. So let's move on, since we're almost there. It is time for our little moment of Zen with the Little Book of Zen. All right. We have quotes from the Buddha and Shakespeare today. The Buddha says, everything is based on mind, is led by mind, is fashioned by mind. If you speak and act with a polluted mind, suffering will follow you as the wheels of the ox cart follow the footsteps of the ox. Everything is based on mind, is led by mind, is fashioned by mind. If you speak and act with a pure mind, happiness will follow you as a shadow clings to a form. Again, the Buddha. And then Shakespeare tells us, there is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Shakespeare. Our moment of Zen. The Shakespearean quote, there is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. That applies to magic as well, you know? People talk about white magic, black magic, and gray magic, but the only thing that makes it black, white, or gray is your opinion of it, I guess, your thoughts on it. Just a thought here. Ooh, watch the guns go off at Edinburgh Castle. That sounds fun. Yep, we watch the fireworks at the Space Needle on the TV. Yep. We frequently watch Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve, because that's what we both grew up watching. We also watch Anderson and Andy, which is on CNN, but that is hilariously fun. I mean, Anderson Cooper has zero alcohol tolerance. It's hilarious to watch. Is there a blue magic? I'm not sure. I will do some looking and see if there is anything that people would call blue magic. But most often people refer to baneful magic, like hexes, curses, and stuff like that, as being black magic, and the fluffy bunny shit as white magic, you know, love spells and like that. My personal opinion, though, love spells fall under gray magic, because most love spells are done to fuck with another person's free will. So we'll see. I'll do some research. But magic is magic is magic. It is all energy manipulation, and it depends on what you do with it. What's your question, Daryl? And hello, welcome into our wonderful little stream here. I don't do questions like that during my stream. You are more than welcome to check out my link tree to I have the word, but it's not coming to mind. Schedule a session, that's the word. Oh, James, I want to talk about that in Chillin' with the Witchlings, and we are actually almost to that, so that is a very good question. All right. Oh, ow. There it is. There we go. There's the link tree, so you can go find links on how to schedule a session with me. Thank you. Because I do want to address what James just asked. That's a really good one. Yes, there are not. We will talk about that. You are on the right track, James. Daryl, if you'll pop over to Linktree and book a session with me, I will happily do a pendulum or a tarot reading for you. You're referring to energy vampires, James, and they are a thing. I do have some methods to shield against them, but I will have to look those up. So let's move on to our closing blessing, and then we'll talk more. All right, here is our closing blessing today. May you move through today with steadiness and grace. May you recognize which burdens are yours to carry and which are ready to be set down. May your choices be guided by clarity rather than fear, and your heart remain open without being overextended. Go gently, honor your own limits, and trust that balance is an act of self-respect. So it is. And that's our blessing today. All right, hey, we have come to that time of the show. It is time to wrap everything up and open our circle. All right, my witchlings. With the extinguishing of our candle, our circle is now open, and we extend our eternal gratitude to the ancestors for joining us here today. All right, my friends. All right, my friends. Before we go, I would like you to remember that this space exists because of our witchling community. I have no corporate sponsors yet. Just shared magic, mutual care, and a whole fuck ton of love. So do us all a favor and like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. You can join our channel, and please tell a friend about us here. And then we now want to go out and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness, because there's already enough darkness in this world. Let us please choose to be steady lights for those finding their way through it. And then tell your loved ones in all their forms, 2 legs, 4 legs, wings, fur, scales, paws, or claws, that they matter deeply to you. Time moves faster than we ever realize, and the chances to say I love you are never guaranteed. And if you take one thing and one thing only away from everything that we do here, please let it be that you always remember, you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and your purpose here is real and genuine. Even if you don't know what it is yet, it took me until I was 45 to figure myself out. On that note, I will say I love you guys to bits. Have a fantabulous rest of your day, night, or wherever you are. I love you guys. Namaste, witchlings.